I was recently laid off and I'm going through the unemployment process in the state.
Colin Waters cleared the first unemployment hurdle. He was approved for benefits, his identity verified. But just as he thought he was in the clear, another hurdle.
This money is supposed to be given to me as the individual to help pay mortgage, childcare, everyday expenses. And right now, the best way for us to do that is to get it through direct deposit, which it doesn't work right now.
It doesn't work because each time Waters entered his account information for his local credit union, he got an error message.
It basically says unable to verify your account.
So he called CDLE, a chore in and of its own.
It's usually about a 45-minute wait once you actually get into the queue. And what I found is just kind of inconsistent answers.
We emailed CDLE, who told us suspicious banks accounted for 45% of fraud holds on unemployment benefits. So they implemented a new bank verification system. Problem is, banks have to opt into this system called early warning. And if your bank doesn't, the state won't approve your funds going there.
I understand and making sure that you're not trying to fraud the system, that you actually are unemployed. Those things I think are the hard part, and this should be the easy part, right? Direct deposit is so common. Of course it should work, right?
On one of those phone calls with unemployment, Colin says the call taker suggested he open an account with U.S. Bank. So he did. Still didn't work.
You're kind of at a loss to have to go through this process to figure out, okay, I've been given money, but how do I access it?
So there is another option. The state will issue you a debit card. It's a U.S. Bank debit card, believe it or not, and then load your benefits there. But Colin says that's a hassle because you have to go to an ATM, take the funds out, deposit them in your bank so you can pay your mortgage and things like that. The state says that they are working with the Colorado Bankers Association to try to get the word out to more banks in the state about this system. They've got to convince them, guys, that this system exists so that people can actually get the direct deposit of their benefits. But what's interesting here, Colin's bank is Credit Union of Colorado, which is a credit union for state employees.
Yeah.
So he's not sure what happened there. And then he used the bank that the state recommended, and that still isn't working. So a lot to be worked out here.
Yeah, these aren't small businesses. The state and the banks probably need to have a pretty good solid handshake agreement.
Well, and it could be an issue of just getting this service and getting into this service, whether or not it costs money for banks. We're still trying to reach out and get some more information from the Colorado Bankers Association about what the holdup might be to get involved in this program.
So you're looking for work, you're laid off, and you're dealing with all of that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's time consuming.
And remember, for years now, we've been talking about these fraud holds that have existed because of all the fraud during the pandemic. So now people are clearing those and now having to deal with yet another issue.
Yikes. Okay. Well, thank you, Steve.
Mm-hmm.